Hi, everyone. Welcome to Appliance Advisors. I'm Francesco, joined by my co-host Dennis. Today, we're going to talk about a newish brand and product called Qoldfusion, which is really a walk-in pantry system made for the home as opposed to commercial space. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so pretty cool. That's cold, QOLD, right? So, um, the founder of this is a guy named Dale Side, really smart guy. Certainly thinks outside the box. Was the first to really invented links and worked on the links, and then really was a pioneer for al fresco outdoor grill brands, and then that went into electric scooter sales before those even really existed for adults. And before that, he's had a long commercial restaurant, stainless steel fabricator. I mean, the guy, he's a super smart guy, and he's always kind of ahead of it and has his hands in kind of what's coming next. Um, Partnered up with his daughter Crystal and his son, and another partner by the name of Dale, who's one of the, if not the largest, most you know innovative or well-known, walk-in cooler um, commercial folks out there for a long time. So kinda he's had it for this has been something that's not new. He's had it in the hopper for 10 years. They've been working on this, but, finally in the last couple of years have got the product right, and we saw it a couple of years ago, and we're like, "Wow." So what this really is there's a lot of folks that are eating farm to table. Refrigeration's important. It might do a lot of entertaining, um, and really these things, anything you can dream up, they can do. But essentially, it's a walk-in cooler, almost like if you've ever been back at a restaurant, really is what it is.
Yeah.
It's really what it is in concept, but not in an execution. So the beautiful part with these guys is I've been able to witness through some sales that we've done an actual process with the consumer, and top to bottom, it is ultra high touch, as it needs to be, because most people have never put a walk-in cooler in their house, or when
So,
they, yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
like what is the difference so you see some of these commercially. So, like, what's the difference with this being a residential
So
product?
everything, that's what I was saying, just from the planning stages alone, commercial people handle it like a restaurant, settling torches and come on, it's fine. It's rough. These are pieces of art made to go into your home two ways. They can be fully integrated, so it would look like a wall. You wouldn't even know anything's there, and it could be a hidden door, and it just opens up into a cooler. They can be stainless steel. They can be veneered with any wood or species or laminate or whatever you're doing for the home, or sheetrock.
So, really matches.
Yeah,
Yep.
they can build these so that there's cavities for other refrigeration on the outside. Sub-Zeros, wine coolers, wall ovens can be integrated into this wall, and in the middle of the wall opens a door that takes you into. So the applications have just been unbelievable. But the team handles it from start to finish, from concept right straight through to install. Um, and it's handled amazingly every step of the way. And actually, the units themselves don't take tons of power. They're not crazy to think about.
And they're not super
No.
noisy. You think commercial, you're going to
No.
think of maybe a really loud compressor somewhere
No, the
that's
beauty of their
powering that.
compressor is super actually is quite quiet, and the beauty of it is it can be located anywhere within 200 feet of the refrigerator. So you have a line set, almost like if you do a heat pump, exterior AC, and these can be placed pretty much anywhere, outdoors with shrubs protecting them and this and that, so you can move the noise wherever it is, but it's not particularly loud what it is. The beauty of that is really, other than the stainless steel box, which the fit, feel, finish is high touch. It's well done. The compressor is easy to service because you're not having to take anything apart to get to it. You almost stand over it, take the cover off, and it's right there, and there's not much to it. The beauty of the product, though, there's so many things built into it. The first year comes free when you buy the product, but 24-hour monitoring. They monitor it out in California 24 hours a day. If there's an issue or they see an issue or starting acting up, you're going to get a service call before. The installation is handled by them. Inside, it comes with a white LED package, a very classy white, clean. It's kind of built into the body of the unit. They have basket options. You can kind of dream it up. The outside, gosh, you can pick taps, and that's the thing that I think drew me in. And it wasn't as much the bear tap, because there was one of those too. Yeah. Actually, you can have up to 6 bear taps. So literally, you walk right up to the outside of this in a beautiful veneer thing, and there's taps
Yeah.
everywhere. So they had a cold brew. You could have sparkling water, cold brew. Maybe if you are into beer, wine. There's all different things. So it's kind of, this is an entertaining piece like you've never seen. The size of it can vary based on the space. It can be very small, it can be very big. Inside, they have deep freezers that you can put in there to truly store, meats and really, store food, and a lot of people are doing that now. They're buying back to fresh food, spending the money because the grocery store is so expensive, but storing it for a longer period of time in a better way.
Yeah, and like you said, the sizing too, it's not like you need a, 20-foot space to really do this. Like you can do a 8 by 8 space, yeah, so you can really get down to like, depending on what your design is like, it can fit into a lot of different designs. So, really, like you said, made for that kind of residential space. So it's not taking up a ton of room. It's the fit and finish is kind of so different than anything you're going to ever see commercially. Inside, like you said, that you can really customize those shelving, the cabinets, the fully adjustable. So there's a lot to really like about it.
And it's funny as you'd say, sure, it is not inexpensive. I won't say that it
Sure.
is, but if you think about the food that you keep, it's not inexpensive either. And, a lot of folks used to make in some of these homes had dry pantries where you might have legumes and beans and canned goods and all these other types of things kept in there. And those weren't expensive to build a dry pantry. So they're really kind of reinventing those spaces and say, wait a minute, what's more important than cold pantry and actually storing it? So just kind of repurposing how much dry goods do you really need?
Yeah.
The things that go bad that are really expensive are your cold goods, which are your food, your produce, all that type of stuff. So really, really cool. Heck, you can get 21 different LED packages in it if you wanted. And as much as anything, it's just, I thought it would have been super, and it is. It's for select customers having a select need, potentially. But I'd also say w- we had one sold the first week, and this really, I'd seen it a couple years ago. We had 2 different builders in the matter of a week say, "You don't have anything out there for a walk-in, do you? Because I've been using these commercial ones and they're awful." He had 3 different customers having walk-in coolers right now. A third builder had wanted Qoldfusion, and then really at that point they wanted us to be the servicer. We do a lot of work and we're very, very reputable, great builder. So we kind of took not a second look at it, but took it a little more serious. And I got to tell you, we were more impressed the second time around. We took a deeper dive. So really kind of cool. You can go to qoldfusion.com, QOLD, fusion.com. Check out, they have some great content on videos. They have a great interactive website, and the folks themselves are just spectacular to deal with. So whether you're in Vermont, Massachusetts, Maine, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, we're the ones for that, and we're actually servicing it as well. They have their own service as well, but we like to handhold our customers. So it's really kind of a cool thing that gets us excited, and
Absolutely.
certainly fun to check out at the very least and be educated on.
Yeah. Cool product. Check it out. Qoldfusion with a Q.
And don't forget to follow us on social media for appliance tips and updates from Yale Appliance.
Your feedback is what shapes our series. Like what you saw? Give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you.
Stay informed and inspired on all your appliance needs. This is Appliance Advisors signing off.